The farmers of Lijiang County, Yunnan Province, Southwest China, are preparing for climate change. For the past 4 winters, they have suffered from serious droughts. 73-year-old He Shangchun lives in the traditional Naxi village of Yuhu.
这几年就有些干旱，住条就不好住了，收成也不好，收起来也不再差价差。
Hundreds of millions of other farmers around the world are also facing change on a huge scale. Climate change is varying seasonal temperatures and altering rainfall patterns. Conditions that can spell disaster for crops and spread diseases and pests into new areas, destroying whole harvests. How can we better prepare farmers to adapt to climate change and guarantee our food supply for an expanding global population? Nature's own remedy against a changing world of climate and disease has been in genetic diversity and survival of the fittest. Unfortunately, genetic diversity of plants is being lost at an alarming rate, with 10% of species disappearing every 10 years.
在60年前，农民呢种植的是12000个遗传基础非常丰富的农家品种。 可是现在呢，只有400多个品种，而这400多个品种呢，都是遗传基础很狭窄的杂交种。
Governments around the world have responded by collecting millions of seeds and storing them in massive seed banks in a hope to preserve genetic diversity. Like this maize research institute near Nanning, where they grow about 800 maize varieties for experiment every year, and store more than 2,000 maize varieties in its gene bank. But scientists are not the only experts when it comes to plants. Farmers like He Shangchun possess traditional knowledge of sustainable farming methods, passed down from generation to generation. For example, she still keeps 4 beehives in her home. The bees pollinate her crops, increasing her yield, and provide her with valuable honey. As farming methods have changed, much of this type of expert knowledge is not being passed down to the next generation.
现在以前就是牛拉犁，现在是拖拉机犁，不一样了。以前就没有化肥，现在就有化肥，不一样了。
Modern intensive farming practices account for over 20% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Plastic sheeting, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides all seek to maximize harvests, with little regard for the environment that feeds us. Genetically modified food and commercial hybrid crops, favored by profit-seeking businesses, are not necessarily the best solution for people or the planet.
没结好嘛，那个细皮煮坏了嘛，不吃了，割嘛，割煮了嘛，结好嘛，割鸡，那做啥？割了嘛，人不吃了嘛，吃不下去了嘛，玉米嘛。
In the South Chinese province of Guangxi, farmers are using their unique biocultural heritage to help them better prepare for an uncertain future. As a cooperative group, they are collecting seeds and cultivating rare local species of crops. The villagers of Nonglu village, Du'an County, are growing many traditional varieties of local rice, each with its own characteristic and flavor. Each year, they select the best seeds from the village to plant the following season. Ducks have been reintroduced to paddy fields as a method of biological pest control.
时时要是都有一个我们杀虫益母点，就不用打农药了，要是最好的杀虫。
Ducks are a much safer alternative for farmers to use.
以前我在打农药的时候，农药中毒，我是看那个电好像全部变黑，呕出来的这样呕。
Wei Yue Xiao is lucky to survive. Pesticides kill over 200,000 people per year.
可惜现在好了，现在我们就搞那个生态，不用农药，什么化肥都不用，我们都很放心的种那个稻谷啊、玉米，什么都很开心的种这个农作物了，农药也不用买了，什么化肥也不用放了，就是这样了。
Growing healthy food can also make a healthy profit.
因为我们种平时杂交水稻的话，一亩是得纯收入700多块钱。我们这样搞生态种植以后，一亩是最多到2000块钱一亩。第一稻，如果是双季稻的话，4000块钱一亩。
In addition, the ducks can be sold for profit too. Organic duck meat is healthier and demands a higher price. One important way the farmers can benefit is by selling their food directly to customers. A local environmental group has helped establish organic restaurants in the cities of Nanning, Liuzhou, and Kunming. Every cooking ingredient is organic and produced by local farming communities. Dishes reflect local crops that the farmers traditionally grow in the area. The farmers benefit by earning the full market price for their produce, and customers benefit from eating healthy, organic food. Lu Rongyan has also been practicing organic farming methods and sends her produce to the same restaurants. She is especially proud of her organic pigs. Dangerous pesticides and other toxic chemicals can easily be stored in animal fat, so it's important for our health to feed animals chemical-free food.
本地的土猪因为不放饲料，不放那个药，治伤的青霉素什么，我们是吃的比较放心，比较健康。
In her village of Shangula, the farmers are preserving genetic diversity by growing local varieties of maize. With the help of scientists from the Guangxi Maize Research Institute, the farmers have also participated in plant breeding programs to create new maize hybrids that both taste good and resist drought. Breeding two plant varieties together often results in a stronger, more vigorous plant that displays more extreme characteristics than either of the parent lines. The farmers have learnt enough knowledge to breed the drought-resistant hybrid seeds themselves. Today they are harvesting the mother maize. In another corner of the village, they're growing the father maize.
它就通过这个杂交，我们就叫做父本母本，这样子的，好像墨白的比较好吃。墨黄那个颜色比较要黄比较好，我们就备起来的就又好吃又好干。
The farmers are already sharing their drought-resistant hybrid maize with other farmers in 3 villages in drought-stricken Yunnan province. In Shetochang, it has not rained for 5 months. Here, the villagers rely on mountain spring water to irrigate their crops. They still use a system of ancient irrigation channels to irrigate their fields, one at a time. With almost no rain, there is less spring water, and fields further down the valley are going dry. He Xiuying needs to water her vegetable plot by hand. She is impressed to see how well the drought-resistant hybrid maize grows in these dry conditions.
石头城，种这个是我看完全可以种，你看嘛，有几颗，你就放1颗进去，就长出来1颗。
By involving farmers in preserving biodiversity, by breeding plants that can adapt to climate change, by using traditional knowledge to grow and protect crops in a sustainable way, the world stands a better chance of ensuring food security for an uncertain future.
所以我们通过这种方式来对付、来应对气候的变化对农业生产的影响。